Governor Eddie Calvo has made it no secret that he opposes Bill 309, having called it an abomination, adding he would surely veto the measure.
So we can't repeat the mistakes of the past. So I think Bill 309 is that repetition, and it's what got us into the over $300 million deficit. And that is something that we cannot repeat.
Senator Ben Pangalinan's Bill 309 prioritizes the uses of any excess Section 30 revenues to include fully funding pay raises, hiring more police officers, and expanding George Washington High School. Session discussion comes days after Pangilinan announced that he received confirmation from federal officials that Gov Guam should be receiving additional Section 30 funds over and above what was projected this fiscal year, estimated at over $20 million. Congresswoman Madeline Bordalio's office, meanwhile, stated both the Interior and the Treasury have indicated there are two federal entities that do owe an undetermined amount of Section 30 funds to Guam. Gov Guam, however, owes $22 million in unused funds that were advanced to Gov Guam for the Making Work Pay Tax Credit.
Because what I see with Bill 309, it's exact repetition of what occurred in 2010. And fiscal year 2010, that's when we lost $70 million in one fiscal year. As a matter of fact, we're still paying for it. That is what the $22 million that is owed in the Make Work tax credit.
Bordalio further stated this $22 million will need to be repaid to the Treasury and may impact any additional Section 30 funds due to Guam.
Here you are appropriating money that is not there, and we have other obligations and liabilities. If we are to get any monies as a result of Section 30 monies being brought to Guam, to the Guam Treasury, I think it's important that we focus on tax refunds. And this is what happened with the $22 million. It was meant for tax refunds. They were tax credits. And the Chairman of Ways and Means put it in a budget bill and spent it on operations. And now we are paying $22 million back.
Governor Calvo notes that in his budget submission, there is a plan outlined to pay back the $22 million. However, he says it is the same plan submitted to the Treasury, which they are waiting on a ratification and agreement. He adds simultaneously the administration has been discussing with the Treasury on what it would like to see in terms of a negotiated payment. He adds if these additional Section 30 funds are coming to the government's way, he hopes to use it for tax refunds. He ultimately says Pangilinan is counting his eggs before they've hatched and asking members of the legislature to vote no on Bill 309.
This is not a game of politics where you should, I beat you in this, I got you there. We will provide that information to the Ways and Means Chair when it becomes available to us. And I'm hoping that he can just calm down, get out of the political mode, and let's focus on what's the best interest of the people of Guam.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.